Welcome back to our Visiting Stewards training. Now, before our break, we discussed the fact that we're conducting a combined capital and operating pledge drive this year, and that over the next few weeks, visiting stewards will be meeting with as many people as possible in the congregation to discuss people's goals for the church and collect their pledge cards. Does anyone have any questions before we go on?
Nope, I'm ready. I mean, who doesn't love talking about money?
I don't like talking about money. Maybe we could talk about something easier, like race relations or gun control.
Oh, I have a question. When I meet with people, how often should I plan to apologize for asking them for money?
I really hope that won't be necessary. After all, we're all part of the same congregation in covenant together. And by giving to our own church, we're also receiving the benefits that the church gives us, like fellowship and ministry and a community that feeds its hungry, teaches its children, sides with love, and fights for justice.
Okay, well then I have another question. How much do I have to give so that I don't have to meet with anyone?
There's a $75,000 minimum for that. That's not actually true. We hope that people will see meeting with their visiting stewards as a chance to share what they really love and value about First Unitarian. That's really the important part of the process. We're doing this for this community of people who share the same vision of spirit, service, and love.
That sounds great, but I've been thinking about my own pledge, but here's the thing. I already give to the ACLU, and the SPLC, and the NAACP, and EDF, and NPR, and PBS, and PBI, and WWF, and CDF, and KUNM, and PFLAG, and the GSA, and SLDN, and NWF, NRDC, D&D, WWE, the NFL.
We know that our members support a lot of organizations doing important and valuable work. Some UUs choose to handle this by taking a sabbatical from giving to big outside groups in order to participate in special events like a church capital campaign. Not only is a capital campaign a special chance to create a tangible legacy, but it's also an immediate need and one that has a definite endpoint. It's great to be part of such an engaged congregation, though.
Speaking of NPR, what kind of prizes are we offering?
There aren't.
How much for a tote bag?
Yeah.
There aren't any prizes. There's
A t-shirt?
no,
A water bottle?
no,
Reserved VIP seating?
no,
Memo pad?
no.
Return address stickers?
Sorry, no, we're not offering prizes, not even indulgences. What we are offering is a chance for people to invest in maintaining our church programs and restoring our buildings to help support and expand all the ways in which we make our community a better place.
So is there like a fee for service plan available, say based on how many Sundays someone actually comes to church versus on vacation or sleeping in?
If we really believe that generosity is a spiritual issue, that our giving has something to do with our relationship with love, we will give intentionally rather than on a bill-by-the-hour basis.
Okay, right. So if it's a spiritual issue, we should tell people to give because God says they should. Not giving is sinful, and they should show their obedience to God by giving to the church.
For next time. So generosity is something that we think of as being something that we get to do, not something that we have to do. And I really think we should avoid using the word obedience with Unitarian Universalists.
Okay, so how about this angle? God will do them favors if they give. They'll definitely get into heaven if they give enough.
No.
God wants Angela to have a private jet.
No.
God will call Angela home if we don't give enough.
No.
Well, if we can't appeal to people's fear of divine retribution, how are we supposed to get them to give anything?
Being a Unitarian Universalist isn't about fear, and visiting stewards aren't collectors for some kind of divine protection racket. Again, we're all in covenant with one another. We give as an act of thanksgiving and joy and appreciation for the impact we can see our church having. Our church does so much for so many, and our pledges are what make it all possible.
Okay, so I do have one last question. Where do the Rice Krispie treats fit in?
I'm glad you asked.
Yes.
That'll be $1.